Hello, my dear students. Welcome to Robotics 2. I am here to give you an orientation about the content of the course. This semester, we are mainly going to focus on two components, which are the servo motor and the LCD I2C module. So, the LCD I2C can be used or is useful for projects that requires you to display something. So, maybe it is a text, or maybe it is a reading from a sensor, like for example, a humidity or a temperature sensor. Meanwhile, servomotor are useful for projects that requires automation because I'm not sure if you can clearly see it, but if you look here, the servomotor has different arms that you can attach right here. If you have a screwdriver, you can even secure it or fasten it on this knob. So if you have projects like automatic pet feeder that will dispose or release rather feed every now and then, so this is what you are going to use. But there are also other components that you will integrate with the two main components, like for example the potentiometer. Again, the potentiometer has a knob right here. You also have this kind of version. So as you rotate or turn this knob, you can control, let's say, for example, the volume of the buzzer or the dimming, the fading in and out of an LED. RGB LED, you have already used this from before, the tilt switch as well. Photoresistor is a new component that we will be using this semester. Anything that have to do with measuring the ambient light, how dark or how bright um, your area, your working area is, or the place where kung saan mo siya i-install, you can use this component. So as we are going through this discussion and the rest of the semester, we are going to use several important terms, and I would like you to be familiar with them. Lessons, activities, tasks, and mini projects. So what is our operational definition of these terms? When we talk about, or when I mention lessons, what I mean is these are available in the laboratory manual, by the way. Lessons contain background information about the components in focus, meaning the servo motor and the LCD I2C. So this would include discussions on how it works, how you can connect it to Arduino Uno, and what types of projects can you do with the component. So those are lessons. Since we have two main components that we will be using most of the time, so that means we have two lessons in the laboratory manual. I will make a separate video lecture for this because it will be for them, because they will be the coverage of our written quiz. When I talk about activities, ito yung inyong ginagawa with your group mates inside the computer laboratory. So in the laboratory manual, which will be further discussed in the next video, makikita mo doon that the activity section, kasama doon kung ano yung title ng activity as well as the descriptions, what materials or components do you need to do the activity. You also have the circuit diagram and circuit instructions. The code is already provided, as well as a short discussion of how the code actually works. There are 9 activities in total. You have to perform all of the activities. That's why you can see an R here. And again, you can check the laboratory manual for them. Now, what are tasks and how are they different from activities? So tasks are enrichment activities. So only after you have done the related or relevant activities are you recommended to perform the task. enrichment activities that will require students to improve functionality of previous activities. So, maaaring ang gagawin mo doon ay mag-a-add ka or magdadagdag ka ng additional components. And syempre, dahil magbabago ka ng circuit mo, you also have to improve or modify the code. There are 6 in total, but you only have to do 2 per quarter. So that means you have some leeway or you have some choice. That's 3 for the servo motor and then 3 also available tasks for the LCD. And you can choose which one you would drop. And these are also required tasks. Okay. Now, what are mini projects? They are also enrichment activities, but unlike activities and tasks, which you will do in the laboratory, and you are done with them kapag na-present mo yung working circuit. The students, but in a mini project, the students also have to prepare a physical interface to house or present the working output. Now, to discuss what a physical interface is, I also prepared a separate video for that. So there are 4 mini projects for robotics 2. They are that means optional for robotics 2 students, but they are required outputs for capstone project students. Okay, so here is the course structure. So under every lesson, there are activities, and under or after you did the activities, you will proceed with the task as a form of enhancement or enrichment. Now, there are some tasks that are heavily related to an activity. Ibig sabihin, kapag nagawa mo yung activity 1, mas maganda or it is recommended na isunod mo na yung task number 1 because you are going to modify something in activity number 1 for you to complete task number 1. So you can see here that for servo motors, we have prepared 3 activities and also 3 tasks. The activities are servo motor position control. You will have to move the servo motor arm at different angles. In activity number 2, potentiometer control, you will use a potentiometer to control the movement of the arm. And in number 3, button press, you will use a button instead of a potentiometer. So here is activity number 1. You can see that you don't need the breadboard for this. So you can see the arm moving from 0 degree, 90 degree, and 180 degree, and back again. So that's activity number. Now for task number 1, you have to reprogram the code so that it will also move at 30 and then at 60 before you go to 90. And then, so that means 120, 150, and 180. It still have to start at 0, by the way. That's task number 1. Now, this is activity number 2. What you can see here is a potentiometer. You need the breadboard this time. So as you turn the knob of the potentiometer, the arm should also respond. And remember that the servo motor can only rotate up to 180 degrees. Now, task number 2 is you have to add another set. You have to add another servo motor and another potentiometer that will control servo motor number 2. In task number 3, or activity number 3 rather, let's not confuse the terms. You have a button instead of a potentiometer. So when I press the button, I hold the button until the arm reach 180 degrees. But when I release it prematurely, ibig sabihin hindi ko tinapos yung rotation, the arm will return to 0 instead. In task number 3, you can add a reset button in activity number 2. This is not a typo error. So that means doon sa activity number 2 kung saan gumagamit ka ng potentiometer, halimbawang you made the arm turned up to 90 degrees. When I click the reset button, the arm will return to 0. Okay? 0 degree or the default position. Now, what about the second lesson, which is on LCD I2C module? So there are more activities here. There are 6 in total. Activity 1, 2, and 3 will focus on what are the different ways you can display text on the LCD. So this is a preliminary lesson, activity 1. How do you place your cursor? And how do you customize the text that would appear? That's on activity number 2. You can also do scrolling text in LCD. Activity number 4 and 5 will focus on integrating other components with the LCD. So in the case of number 4, that's a button. And then in the case of number 5, you will start to realize, hopefully, that this is how you can use the LCD to display sensor readings. And then in number 6, you will do some sort of like a pixel art because you will modify or you will activate pixels so that you can form custom characters. So let's take a look at each of them one by one. So that's activity number 1, Hello LCD. So this one is just very simple. What we want to focus on activity 1 is how you install the LCD library, because before you can use the LCD, there should be an LCD library installed on your program. Activity number 2 is displaying custom messages. As you know, there are 2 rows where you can put your text. Now, how do you place your cursor on those rows is what you should learn in activity number 2. Activity number 3 is scrolling text. So when you have longer text, they won't fit on the 16 by 2 screen. So a way to do it is to make them scroll, in this case, from right to left. You can also do left to right, by the way. Okay, now we are integrating it with other components, this time with the button. What happens when I press the button? Okay, button is pressed or button pressed. That's it for activity 4. Activity 5, now you have a light sensor reading display. So here is your photoresistor. So in this simulation, you can see that there's a title before that would appear when you start it. I use this dial just to simulate sunlight, and you can see here that if I move it to the right, nakukuha niya yung mas mataas na light intensity. So this is in percent. And on number 6, that's displaying custom characters on the second row. So here it's a heart and some sort of a smiley face. You can fill up to 8 custom characters. Okay, so this time around, we separate the discussion for the task with the activities. Okay, so what are the tasks for the LCD module? Task 1 is involving a tilt alarm. So last time you used the tilt alarm, you used the tilt sensor to build an alarm, and you also integrated it with the buzzer and an LED. But this time you're going to add an LCD so that you will have a display. Task number 2 is you will be you will have to create more custom characters aside from the 2 that you did, the heart and the smiley face. And task number 3, you will integrate the LCD with a potentiometer. potentiometer. I think this is a mistake. You won't be using the servo motor. Okay, task number one, what are you going to do with that? The LCD will show safe when the system is stable and alarm when the tilt switch is triggered. Okay, so ibig sabihin, kapag tinagilid mo yung tilt alarm or tilt sensor or the breadboard, kasi dun siya nakakabit, it should trigger the alarm. You also can do optional enhancement by adding the buzzer and the LED, as I was talking about. When I say optional enhancement, doing that will give you extra credit. Task number two, more custom characters. What custom characters are you going to do? So you will have to do the pixel art to create the bell. I think this is the music note, the sad face. It's an arrow to the left. This is a degree sign, a check sign. These are batteries, supposed to be. Batteries, full battery, empty battery. But you can always modify it so it looks more like the iconography that you are more familiar with. Task number three, by adjusting the potentiometer, you can cycle through predefined messages displayed on the LCD. Okay, let's just show that. So again, you have a potentiometer here. You have a welcome message. If the potentiometer is right there, and then if you move it, you will be changing what you see on the LCD. And then here on the last setting, okay, so of course you can put other type of text. Okay, so that's it for our course content. In the next videos, I will be talking about first the laboratory manual and the mini projects. See you.